Universal Basic Education Commission partners Council of Engineers to curb school building collapse. On the foreign scene, Ukraine claims to control 1,000 square kilometer of Russian territory. And in sport, Aqua United head coach expresses satisfaction over team's performance against Abia Warriors. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, has flagged off the year 2024 Maternal, Newborn, Child and Adolescent Health Plus Nutrition Week. Speaking at the flag-off ceremony at Lagos City Centre in Lagos Island, Mrs. Sanwo-Olu noted that the survival of the babies is closely tied to adequate nutrition and appealed to mothers to always ensure safe breastfeeding and exclusively for the first 6 months after birth. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu, also, who acknowledged the efforts of traditional birth attendants, urged them to know their limit and not hesitate to make referrals when necessary.
Despite our efforts in keeping our children alive, we have the infant mortality of 47 per 1,000 live births. Under 5 children, mortality rate is 59 per 1,000 live births. We encourage our mothers to please exclusively breastfeed our children, not for 1 month like it was said in the drama that was played here, but 6 months. Please exclusively breastfeed our children for 6 months. Even between that time, you can now start adding the little food that you need to add for our children. But it's very important because breastfeeding has a lot of advantages.
Special advisor to the Governor on Health, Kemi Oguyemi, said the various initiatives of the state government attest to its commitment to improving the health indices and reducing morbidity. Oguyemi urged residents to encourage caregivers of malnourished children to visit any of the primary health care centers in the state.
My first mission here is to inform this gathering that our main goal in health is to improve the health indices of our populace, and we are working assiduously to achieve this. Our second mission is to seek necessary partnerships to aid our efforts in this regard. The result of the Lagos State Reproductive and Child Health Indicator Survey conducted in year 2022 revealed that our health indices are getting better, but a lot still needs to be done.
On his part, Chairman, Lagos Island East Local Government, Alade Folawiyo, reiterated that 3 primary healthcare centers, namely Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, Anikon Tamo, Femi Pedro Dumare, and Professor Sharafaddin Amo Sura were renovated and rebuilt by his administration to meet the health needs of the people. Our health correspondent Adirayo Idowolaya reports that the event had a series of lectures on immunization, deworming, safe motherhood initiative, food and nutrition, and reproductive health by the State Health Education Officer in the ministry, Shegun Badijo. The Lagos State government has lined up various activities to commemorate this year's International Youth Day with the theme, From Cliques to Progress, Youth Digital Pathways for Sustainable Development. Speaking at the event press conference in Alausa, Ikeja, Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogunlende, noted that the day is celebrated globally on the 12th of August every year to spotlight issues affecting the youth and celebrate their potential as essential partners in today's ever-evolving world. Ogunlende said while recognizing the crucial role of the youth in today's volatile and complex world, the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has deliberately included youth empowerment and engagement as one of the pillars of its Themes Plus developmental agenda.
I commend our ever vibrant and energetic youth for maintaining peace despite the economic challenges facing our nation. I urge you to continue collaborating with the Ministry of Youth and Social Development to successfully implement Mr. Governor's Themes Plus agenda for the benefit of us all. As we work together, building a greater Lagos, let us ensure that the peace prevails in our communities, for it is only in an atmosphere of peace that we can build a strong and prosperous nation.
The commissioner hinted that this year a total number of 150 youth will be trained across board and 10 will receive grants to boost their businesses out of 364 applications. Earlier in her welcome address, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Social Development, Toyin Oke Osointolu, noted that the International Youth Day creates a good opportunity to reflect on the challenges and opportunities that the nation's young people face in today's world, and also recognize their invaluable contributions and reaffirm the state's commitment to their growth and development.
In the coming days, we will be engaging in a variety of events that aim to equip our youth with the skills and knowledge they need to thrive in a rapidly changing world. From digital skills training to entrepreneurial development, from discussions on mental health to initiatives aimed at fostering creativity and innovation. This year's International Youth Day activities are carefully designed to address the needs and aspirations of our young people.
Other activities scheduled to mark the International Youth Day include an awareness walk, environmental sanitation from Ikeja under the bridge to the Secretariat, Lagos State Youth Parliament and Engagement Summit, as well as Jumat and Thanksgiving service. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, has announced plans to engage market leaders and stakeholders in the supply and distribution chain to address exploitative pricing of consumer goods amid rising inflation. In a statement, FCCPC's Executive Vice Chairman, Tunji Bello, acknowledged the high inflation rate but noted that prices charged are disproportionate for imported products and excessive for local commodities. Bello noted that this unfair practice is prevalent in the retail segment, where some market associations engage in price fixing at the expense of consumers. According to him, the Commission's advocacy for Nigerian consumers is consistent with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The National Bureau of Statistics' latest report showed that inflation rates rose across the board in June 2024, albeit at a slower pace. The Ewe of Ado-Ekiti, Oba Rufus Adejugbe, has cancelled various traders' associations and markets in Ado-Ekiti, the Ekiti state capital, intending to remove their undue control of prices and ensure farmers have direct access to traders. Oba Adejugbe, who also ordered traders in the market not to sell their foodstuff beyond stipulated prices, said the steps were necessary to regulate the high prices of foodstuff in the state capital. The monarch said reports have it that traders under the aegis of the associations hide under middlemen to inflate the prices of goods such as tomatoes, pepper, vegetable, palm oil, low-cost beans, meat, gari, among others, by dictating prices to the farmers that brought them to the market for sale. The monarch leading the Ewing Council gave the directive in Ado-Ekiti during a meeting with the leadership, and some members of the Market Women Association warned of sanctions for anybody who flouts the directive. Now to the rest of the stories. The Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, has partnered with the Council for Registration of Engineers in Nigeria, COREN, to curb the rising cases of school building collapse in the country. Executive Secretary of UBEC, Hamid Boy, stated this during the training of staff of the Commission's Department of Physical Planning to enhance quality delivery of projects using simple tools for on-the-spot assessment at project sites. Boy, who noted that the UBEC would no longer condone shoddy execution of projects, warned contractors about the risks of delivering substandard school infrastructure in the country. He restated the commitment of the Commission to work with SUBEBs to improve the quality of educational structure in order to ensure a safe and conducive learning environment for Nigerian children. The National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has invalidated the certificates of 101 individuals mobilized for national service by the University of Calabar (UNICAL) during the 2021, 2022 and 2023 service years. A statement signed by the Director, Information and Public Relations of the Corps, Eddie Megwa, says the organization took this action to maintain the integrity of the National Service Program and prevent unqualified individuals from participating. It notes that the affected individuals were found to have been mobilized fraudulently and their certificates have been cancelled immediately as part of the NYSC's strong commitment to ensuring that only qualified individuals are issued certificates of national service. NYSC also urges the public, especially core employers, government ministries, departments and agencies, corporate and religious organizations, multinational companies and core producing institutions to verify the authenticity of certificates presented to them. Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the National Identity Management Commission (NIMC), Abisoye Koka Odushote, has reiterated the safety and protection of data in its National Identity Database (NIDB). Koka Odushote, who gave the reassurance as the country commemorates the National Civil Registration and Vital Statistics (CRVS) Day, emphasized that NIMC has put in place top-notch security architects to protect the citizens' data. She assured that the Commission will ensure that the National Identification Number (NIN) database is safe and secure. And now to foreign news. Ukraine's top commander, Alexander Syrsky, says Kiev's forces control 1,000 square kilometers of Russian territory as they press their biggest cross-border incursion in 2.5 years of full-scale war. Commander Syrsky said Ukraine continued to conduct an offensive operation in the Kursk region 7 days after it began. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky said Russia had brought war to others, and now it is coming back to Russia. But President Vladimir Putin described the offensive as a major provocation and ordered Russian forces to kick the enemy out of our territory. A growing number of people have been evacuated from the western Russian region for their safety, with a further 59,000 told to leave. Now, sports. Aqua United head coach Mohamed Baba Ganaru is happy with his team's performance in the pre-season friendly 1-1 draw against Abia Warriors. Forward Edidion Ezekiel gave the Promise Keepers the lead in the first half from the spot after his teammate Mari Absen was fouled in the box. Abia Warriors leveled scores in the second half as both teams shared the spoils at the end of regulation time. According to Baba Ganaru, it was the first Grade A friendly match that the team had played since the resumed preparations for the new season. Abia Warriors will take on Sunshine Stars in their next game on Wednesday. And that ends our news at 10. Just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated 500 hectares rice farm technology intervention project? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, has flagged off the year 2024 Maternal, Newborn, Child and Adolescent Health Plus Nutrition Week. The Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, has partnered with the Council for Registration of Engineers in Nigeria, COREN, to curb the rise in cases of school building collapse in the country. We also told you that Ukraine's top commander, Alexander Syrsky, says Kyiv's forces control 1,000 square kilometers of Russian territory as they press their biggest cross-border incursion in 2.5 years of full-scale war. And in sport, Aqua United head coach Mohamed Babaganaru is happy with his team's performance in the preseason friendly 1-1 draw against Abia Warriors. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adiwale Oluworoku. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.